Wow, 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 wow. Ladies and gentlemen, are Argentina back? I mean, Messi was inevitable, but it is all about Enzo Fernandez, Chelsea fans' perspective speaking.
All right. Here we go, back again on the other side of the coin.
All right, welcome back to the other side of the coin, ladies and gentlemen. Sensational win for Argentina, 2-0 victorious against Mexico. As soon as Messi scored that, I knew. I was like, this guy is Argentina. Argentina is Messi. That left foot strike, it was absolutely inevitable. It was absolutely inevitable. It had to be him, and it is him. And do you know what? Like, as much as I'm a Ronaldo fanboy, I do understand that Messi is probably the greatest of all time. For me, there's no doubt about that. There's not even any argument about that. Obviously, appreciate both of them 100%, but Messi is just a tad above. But we're going to talk about Enzo Fernandez, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, let's have a look at some of the social media hype. That goal from him, that second goal, that was brilliant technique, audacious, man. What a screamer. Like, we've been talking about midfielders at Chelsea Football Club, and we've linked with so many people. This is one I feel like we have to be involved. Now, I know some of you guys might say, oh, that's a little bit reactionary just off the back of that mix. No, none of my takes, if I'm being honest, are reactionary. These players, I've seen them play. Yesterday, I was talking about Tyler Adams. I've seen Tyler Adams play for Leeds, man, for a number of times. He's a damn good defensive midfielder. Enzo Fernandez as well. Probably haven't watched him enough, but I've seen enough of him in the Champions League. I've seen other clips as well. Stats flying around that match up with the eye test. This guy, as soon as he came on for Argentina against Mexico, there was a bit of a change in that midfield. All of a sudden, and this is not having a go at McAllister or anything like that. I mean, McAllister played really well. But as soon as Enzo came in, there was a different vibe in that midfield. There was more control in that midfield. And for me, he's someone who can definitely play as a deepest player. He can play as central midfielder. He can bomb up like anywhere in that midfield. He is sensational. Let's have a look at this social media hype that's going around, and rightly so. Fabrizio Romano saying, fair to remember that Benfica only paid 10 million plus 8 million add-ons to sign Enzo Fernandez during last summer, and he's already had a fantastic Champions League group stage. Smart player, smart business. He's had an unbelievable Champions League group stage. I'm not even going to lie. I think they had in their group stage PSG and Juventus, and Benfica ended up coming first. I'm pretty sure they came first. Yeah, PSG was second. It's unbelievable. Look at this. River Plate, Enzo Fernandez, obviously comes from River Plate. Sensational player, man. Honestly, physically, I feel like he'll be fine as well in the Premier League if he does make that move. Look, I'm pretty sure he's going to get a huge club after this, and we better be on it, man. We have to be in the race, because whoever gets him, they're going to find themselves a unbelievable talent. Enzo Fernandez celebrating his first Argentina goal with Leo Messi. I mean, Messi, you can see, look at that, man. That, like, you can see the respect Messi has for Fernandez. Fernandez kissing the Argentinian badge. Look at this. Enzo Fernandez is the youngest player to score for Argentina at the World Cup since Lionel Messi in 2006. Enzo Fernandez called game. It's absolutely going off. Enzo Fernandez Liga NOS ranking. Look at this. Completed passes, 206 first. You're talking about possession-based football. If that's what Chelsea wants to do down the track, this guy is all about possession-based football. He doesn't shy away, much like some other people, which we're not going to name names. I'm pretty sure Jason Cundy will still tell you he wouldn't have a player like Enzo Fernandez at Chelsea. That just epitomizes some parts of the Chelsea fan base. Final third passes, 146 first. Progressive passes, 110 first. Total passing distance, 21,909 yards first. Touches, 1,353 first. Expected assists, 3.8 second. I mean, these stats will match up with your eye test, I'll tell you right now. I want to quickly showcase to you guys his heat map so far in the World Cup on the right side, as you can see over here. This was against Mexico. predominantly on that right, but as you can see, it's central of midfield, can play in the deep side. That's where he scored the goal, right over here. But have a look at his champion. Let's have a look at the Champions League one so far. Look at this Champions League. He dominates midfield, absolutely dominates midfield, all over the midfield. Can play on the right side as well. Can play on the left side, just everywhere pretty much. But the bottom line is he's a central midfielder. I think he can play as a deepest midfielder as well, as you can see here, and he can progress towards the attacking third as well. But he's someone, I get the feeling, who will just be just outside of the box, just like the way he scored that goal against Mexico just a moment ago that we saw. Let's have a look at the Liga Portugal. Look at this. Look at this. The utter dominance of this particular player, man. It's not even funny. So, yeah, some of you guys have been calling out for Enzo Fernandez, and I completely get why, man. I completely understand why. Let's have a look at more stuff on social media. We can't do the video or else we'll get in trouble. Enzo Fernandez, what else we got over here? 2-0 Argentina is, it's a massive win for Argentina, man. Argentina, now they're just, obviously they're going to try and get that victory against Poland, but 2 goals was important. I think it might even come down to goal differences in that particular group. And they've got that second crucial goal from Enzo Fernandez, which is very important. I think in that group, Poland now leads 4 points, Saudi Arabia 3 points, along with Argentina, who's probably leapfrogged them now due to the goal difference because Saudi lost 2-0. And Mexico, I predict Saudi's probably going to beat Mexico. Mexico looks rubbish. And Argentina probably go out there and beat Poland. Poland ain't going to be easy, man. Poland's very efficient, man. Lewandowski, they've got that Napoli player just behind him, Zelensky, I think, who scored against Saudi Arabia. A couple other really decent players that they have over there. But I think Argentina should do the job. And even if they don't, if it's a draw and Saudi Arabia wins, they're in trouble then. So they have to go out there and get a win. Enzo Fernandez, I've always dreamed of playing with this shirt, and today my dream of scoring a goal in a World Cup come true. Sensational. Ladies and gentlemen, look, as I said, some Chelsea fans, not all of them, there's plenty that think outside the box, but you saw clips from Jason Cundy recent times, how he wouldn't have certain players and he would keep certain, Chelsea players and whatnot. Enzo Fernandez, man, I mean, this is one we need to think about. Like, if we want to revamp that midfield, if we want ballers in that midfield, Enzo Fernandez looks like he's quite capable of doing all that work off the ball as well. With the ball, sensational. And that's what we need to focus a lot more, man, with the ball. Because right now, with the ball, the Chelsea midfield, they don't do much. Look at the technique, his shooting technique against Mexico, the goal that Enzo Fernandez scored. Tell me one particular Chelsea midfielder that has that level of technique. Every time Cover scores a goal from outside of the box, it always looks like a scuffed shot. It sometimes may look like he was trying to cross it in or something like that. Never ever does it look like he's absolutely meant it or that technique was spot on. Same goes with Jorginho. Same goes with Kante. Kante at times he puts out a firecracker from outside the box. But Enzo Fernandez, that shooting technique, the passing ability, he's got pace about him as well. As I said, off the ball, work rate is there. Man, I feel this is the player, man. This is the player. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you feel. Should Todd Boehley be going for someone like Enzo Fernandez? Reach out to Benfica. He's been looking to get clubs in Portugal. Talk to all the people that we've brought into our football club, off-field recruitments that we've done in terms of scouting players and recruitment directors and whatnot. Get them to scout Enzo Fernandez. Get them to contact Enzo Fernandez's agent and see if we can get the ball rolling, man, because this is the level of midfielder that I would love to see at Chelsea Football Club. And if this level of midfielder ends up going to someone like Man City or Liverpool or whoever else, it's a long day. It's a long day. Hope you guys have enjoyed this. Smash the like button. If you're here for the first time, subscribe, hit the bell notification to stay in touch with all my content. As I said, comment below. Let me know what you think about Enzo Fernandez. Obviously, Messi is the greatest of all time. There's no doubt about that. But from a Chelsea point of view, Enzo Fernandez, let me know. See ya.